We have a Lowrance HDS7 Gen 2 here. Customer complaint was no power. We confirmed it first of all. We connected our power, 12 volt power up to the power connector, and there was no current being drawn at all. Pressed the power button, nothing happened. So we took the cover off, and we noticed a large burnt trace here. Now we tested the fuse. The fuse was actually good. Diode was good. Diode over here was good. MOSFET good. But the trace was burned. So just as a quick test, we shorted that trace, reconnected the trace just temporarily with a thin gauge wire. That way if it starts drawing too much power, that wire will actually act like a fuse and just burn up. Anyway, we reconnected that trace right there. And let's take a quick look to see what happens. Traces just don't burn for no reason, so most likely there's going to be some other issues here. Well, it looks like it's starting up. Got about 700 milliamps, creeping up on 800. There you go. It's still booting. Let's see if this thing boots up. We're going to do some more troubleshooting on this board, a little more investigative work here, because as I said, traces just don't burn up for no reason here. So we want to make sure that this is a permanent fix. What we're going to do is we're going to remove the test wire we put in place there. We're going to clean up that trace there. We're going to properly repair the trace. We're going to put some conformal coating over it, some protection, and then we're going to test it again and see where we're at. Well, so this did power on fine. I mean, we're looking good here. So apparently that burnt trace was the issue. I can't find the cause for the burnt trace, which is strange. Maybe, possibly, it was something on the customer side related to power coming into the unit. In any case, kind of lucked out on this one, since that's the only issue that we can tell. So we're gonna, as I said, clean up that trace, repair it properly, put some conformal coating, and give it a quick test before we pack this thing back up. What we did here is we cleaned up that trace, and I actually used a piece of this copper foil tape. I've never actually used it in this way before. Usually I use, an appropriate size, piece of wire, whatever gauge is appropriate for the trace I'm trying to repair. But in this case, I sort of cut this copper tape stuff here in the same thickness as the trace, put it over top of it, and obviously it's there's adhesive on one side, so kind of temporarily stuck it down there. Soldered one side, again it's copper tape, so it's metal tape, copper. Soldered that to the existing trace over here, did the same over here, and I think that's gonna do it. I mean, it looks pretty good. I'm going to use some conformal coating, kind of clean it up a little bit more. Put a little bit of conformal coating over here because it looks like this side of the trace got hot as well, but the trace isn't damaged. So we're going to put some coating on that just to, I mean, there shouldn't be any shorts. Nobody should be playing around in here. But in any case, we're going to put some coating there to prevent corrosion. You could also just throw some flux on there and tin it to prevent corrosion, but we're going to do conformal coating. I think it's a little more professional to do that. Let's fire this thing back up with the trace repaired. Let's see. And power supply on. This thing's upside down. Just let's take a quick test. And yeah, look at that. There we go. Looks good. It's not drawing any crazy amount of current, around 800 milliamps like before. So it doesn't look like anything's loading down the circuit itself. So I think we should be good here. We're going to put it through its paces, give it some good tests. As soon as we're confident this is good to go, we'll box it up, let the customer know, and this one's done. If you guys have any, not only fish finders, any electronics in general, go to www.rudolphrepairs, RUDOLPH repairs.com. Click on the mail-in section. We do free on-bench estimates if you send it in. If you don't want to go ahead with the repair, we ship it right back to you just for the cost of shipping. Any questions? RudolphRepairs@gmail.com. Talk to you guys soon.